Okay, so we're just a few minutes before the open here, a little over 3 minutes. We've been in just kind of a range. We're slightly positive on the day, but we're just rotational right around the volume point of control. A little bit up on the day, cumulative volumes a little over 500, but this has been ranging back and forth. So effectively it's neutral. There's maybe a slight bias to the long in that we're above 25 and above VPOC right this second, but report coming out at 10, volume's a little bit thin, so we'll see what the open brings. Alright, just about 2 minutes before the open, had a big push down, which brought our cumulative delta basically neutral. Again, we're just ranging around. It's Raiders of the Lost Stops at the moment, so I'm looking for a fairly volatile opening, and might just jump on something if it looks juicy, just to try to get a quick pop and get some cash in our jeans early on. We'll see how it goes. If there's a big momentum push that we can jump on, I'll take a kick at the can. Okay, the open's in 30 seconds. We'll see what happens. Still in our range, bouncing back and forth between our session VWAP and our VPOC. I was hoping for a much stronger push up. I was looking for that to maintain. Since it didn't, yep. That's the other side. So we're still just kind of ranging around. We got a quick little pop up. Now we just need to wait for it to settle out. Pick a direction. Basically went up to our top of our value area and then reacted off pretty hard. I was really hoping for a pop all the way up into 50. That would have been a sweet start. Coming up into our RTH signal. It's just under half. Didn't quite get there. Back to mid. Cumulative delta is positive. Three-minute range is 81 ticks. It's just the way that it's happening. It's very choppy. There's our RTH mid. Oh, I wanted to try and buy that. I missed it. I didn't take it when it came back down to it because really what I wanted to buy was the first time touch. When it comes back to it, it could have just as easily fallen right through. Our cumulative delta is pretty strong negative now. Bouncing off that session VWAP. Can't make it up to mid. Still very choppy, just ranging around. So there's been a couple of scalps, a short off the session VWAP, a long off the mid previously up to that level. Now we're back to our mid. There's our breakdown below. Alright, now we're committed shorts, so we get a good place to get back in, we'll see. It comes back up into the bottom of this value area and our mid, we'll try a short there. Alright, we're already tested down into even. That would have been when we had taken some off. So, missed it. This is the battle zone, so I'm going to play it pretty tight here. It's either going to go or it's not. We're not going to risk anything on this. Okay, got a few ticks. Some major area that we're coming into here. We got a tag. We got a yellow line sitting there, so that's an important place. It's also the RTH signal, so it's okay. Fell down through it a little bit. Tagged into, guess what? 75, and then got our reaction as we would expect off of it. It's also our overnight Basically settlement, really. Getting some big moves, but they're also kind of choppy. We missed that short. That would have been the trade of the day and we'd be done, but so it goes. So we came right into that signal, bounced off. But we're very heavy on the seller side, so I did not take a long off of that. That's why we were very protective being short down into it, so we let that turn into just kind of a scalp. That's okay. This could very easily turn into a retrace all the way back up into our mid and our VWAP. Testing signal on our low, down into settlement. Back to Friday's close. So we're still getting strong bounces off of these support levels, so can't really take a short here. As much as I'd kind of like to short this area, the retest of the signal and coming back down. These are tough levels, and we're getting big swing reactions off of it. So just wait. We're just kind of rotational around settlement at the moment. Heavy negative delta, retested settlement falling off. I kind of want to short here, but as you can see, it's having trouble getting through it. Our next area of support really is half. So if we get out of this, we got clear sailing to have. It's not that far, but as you can see right now, we're just oscillating between the two settlement lines, really. Two and a half minutes on this 5-minute candle. Back up to signal. Which is our 75 level, basically. So we've got a report coming out of 10, so it's not surprising that we're just going to see a movement to an area and then chop around for a long time. Yeah, by the time we get a decent break out of this, if it decides to fall off, it's going to be too close to half to really get short, so we'll just wait. There's our RTH target. Right down through half, right down through the target, and then bounce right back up through it. Okay, I'm noticing the way that our ticks are just freezing here. See the bid and ask stop for seconds at a time. Now they're back. So I think we're missing a lot of ticks. I think our charts might be freezing up a little bit. Dang, that's too bad. Alright, I'm going to pause the recording and do a refresh. We cannot trade if we suspect we're behind the market like this. Alright, so I did a refresh, and as you can see, when we did a recalc, it just really locked everything up for a bit. I don't think we missed important ticks. I mean, important meaning that it changes the nature of what we're seeing in the market and the profiles necessarily. But we definitely have a problem with our charts. They're intermittently freezing up a little bit. So I've got some process that's running somewhere that's just chewing up a bunch of bandwidth and stuff. And so that translates to slip stops and all kinds of nonsense. So we are done for the day in the real account. I'm switching to sim. So we're up 26.98 on the day. Alright. Not what we were hoping for, but sometimes this is the kind of thing that happens. You have to really pay attention to your trading platform, because this happens from time to time, and when it does, It can really give you an undeserved spanking if you aren't paying attention. So we came right back up into this area and fell off. We got a report out in 10 minutes. I'm going to pause the recording and we'll come back and look at it after the report. Okay, just to wrap up on the day, this is 8/2 Monday, and basically we're calling it a wrap on the day. There's a problem either with the data feed, with my computer, with NinjaTrader. Anyway, the lockup problems continued. So I'm just going to wrap it up. Reboot everything, and it'll probably be fine later. Thanks.